and welcome to the first rule for excellent English speaking. Now, this whole video course is going to teach you a very different way of learning English. If you follow every one of these secret rules, I promise you your English speaking will manage a lot. It will make a lot of promise. You'll enjoy learning English better, enjoy speaking and more, and feel more confident. All happen because secret number one. Secret number one is always study and learn phrases, not in those visual words. Alright, so what's a phrase? A phrase is simply a group of words. Doesn't need to be for sentence, so that's fine. But a group with more than one word, that's a phrase. So this is very simple rules, simple secret, but it's extremely powerful and fun. This is one of these keys to learn in mastering English grammar when you speak. Much better than study grammar textbook. Okay, traditional English classes, school and books, normal books you before has students on vocabulary, the long vocabulary list. You select the back the chapter, the list, and you see the words, maybe translation of the meaning and the language. And just study this list of the words, memorize them. Try to memorize them on textbook. The proper vocabulary that should have. So, this very painful and boring methods, right? Nobody likes study list of vocabulary. Good news for you. Stop doing it. It doesn't work. You don't know it anymore. So, you do need to do focus on natural fluent English phrases. What do the free grammar? Very simple, even so simple. John hates ice cream. The cause to hate means to dislike, to not like something. This is stronger. So John hates ice cream and has a new word for you. Now, in the normal traditional way of learning, you find to hate. That's version of the word, and the back of this chapter word in the chapter in the book write out to hate mean to not like something. You study that version of the verb to hate. Later you learn all the talk about how to change that verb in different situation. I hate. He hates. As in the past and on the start, you try to remember the basic form of the verb to hate, and you have to remember how to change it. That's verb on the way doing, and it's painful and boring and doesn't work because be thinking too much when it should be speaking easily and automatically. Learn phrase is just write down the phrase. The first one you get the phrase from some naturally not textbooks. Write down John hates ice cream. You write down the full phrase always. You never write down just one word. You never just write down dictionary form of the word. Not write down to hate. You write down John hates ice cream. You might put a note to remind you where that phrase come from. So you might put come from story of the way, something you movies, whatever you might the brain situation it came from. Now when you study that John had ice cream, one would study this phrase automatically get grammar. Don't need to know about single you need anything like that. Just will learn naturally by learning phrases like this. He hates, she hates, John hates, Mary hates. We become natural. This is how native speaker learns grammar. How I learned? English grammar myself from a child. We don't study grammar room, don't study vocabulary list. What we do learn from my parents, from my mouth people, we just hear natural phrases all the time. So for me, I naturally feel deeply that if I say John always put on John has, because I heard phrases like that so many times. I feel the grammar and I think about. I feel it because the phrases not in the individual word, not grammar rules, not from textbook. It's so simple but very powerful. Correctly, we must do it all the time. So never study a single English word again. Always, you learn something new, write down the full phrase, even full sentence. Super important, very simple. Now here is way to do. There was some notebooks, phrase notebook, notebook carry around all the time, the jacket and backpack. Anytime you find the new words in English, maybe from something you're reading, something you're listening, not matter, you can write it down in the phrase notebook, but write whole the phrase. Hate is the word that right now. Hate. You write out the full phrase. John hates. John hates. List of the three go with that vocabulary. Very important. And then you learn new words and keep adding to it. Then future, when you review, when you study, when you review vocabulary, you always review all the full phrases. Also, we always never study the individual word. You always review and study for phrases. By doing number one, how to use vocabulary naturally correctly. Sometimes we use some in situation. Maybe another word means the same thing, but we don't use it in a situation. How do you know that? By studying phrases you get from real English. By reading not textbook. Another thing again, you get free grammar with it. So much grammar phrase internet telling about that a bit of not reading correct phrases can be correct. Possession will be the need to be right. Preposition. Think about it. Don't need to think about just learn phrases. When getting more and more these phrases, a lot of preposition. If you want to feel how to this thing the word in English, how the grammar word, how the preposition word. When you use vocabulary, not happen automatically and constantly meaning think about on time. That's feel automatic. This is the way children learn grammar and vocabulary. That's the way you must also. If you want to speak English easily, automatically, effortlessly. So that is very simple rule. Number one, secret number one is always learn and study phrases, never individual words. Alright, this is secret number one. You got 7 of them. Put them all together, you can have complete new way of learning English. Fantastic wisdom that follows the secret. Secret number one, always learn phrases, never ever study individual word. See you tomorrow.